Hey guys, today we are here to get a Mandarin. There he is. You're coming in with me today, buddy. Welcome to Southern Ontario Palms and Tropicals. And just like that, we're back home. Welcome back to the basement. Back to the invert quarantine tank / fish jail. And so this is my second take doing this because my camera effed up, so I'm pissed. But anyway, so I don't script anything here, boys and girls. So this tank was just supposed to be for my daughter's little orchidotty back. Now it's full of sea urchins. We have 3 different species of sea urchin in here. We have 2 different species of sea stars. We have snails, a couple hardy corals that I did not want in the main display. So I've also let this tank grow algae in some spots purposely, and that creates a breeding ground for the thousands of copepods that are on the glass. And the copepods have been doing very well in this tank the last few months. So that's great. So originally we were just going to use this tank for kind of a short-term thing. We are going to upgrade this for another project coming soon, but for now we're going to leave it like this. So with saying all of the copepods, and there's a couple flatworms in here as well, I thought to myself, what a better time than to reintroduce a Mandarin dragonette. So I picked up, as you saw at the beginning of the video, a male Mandarin wild-caught dragonette today. So he's going to go in here, we're going to acclimate him, and he's going to be in here for a while. Hopefully we can also train him to eat frozen, brine, mysis, roe, salmon, all the stuff I've got, and we'll see how that goes. And if that works, and he eats copepods and all these other good frozen foods that are high in nutrition, then we may put him in the main tank where he can be enjoyed. But this is a great spot to put him. If anything happens, any diseases happen, I can take out the inverts, or I can even just put him in another separate tank if I have to, because I have a bunch of small tanks. I've got copper, I've got Prazi Pro, I have lots of different things if I have to treat for illness. But they say the slime coat on a dragonette helps them from diseases. I beg to differ. So a year and a half, 2 years ago when I got back into this hobby, I had this tank as my main display, and I had a dragonette. Something came home and brought velvet to the tank, which wiped out everything, including my beloved dragonette, Hank. So it did not stop him. His slime coat did not stop him from getting velvet, and he passed away, unfortunately. So take 2, we're way more prepared. We have everything we need, and let's get this guy acclimated. All right, guys, so I didn't know how to finish this video. Mr. Unnamed Mandarin, by the way, sorry if I'm shaking the camera, guys. Green Mandarin dragonettes, they are absolutely amazing fish, amazing creatures, and why wouldn't everybody want one, right? So this video is being taken about, I don't know, 3 days after we got him in the tank. And excuse all this mess, as I told you guys, this is a quarantine tank for inverts. Look at this, perfectly healthy starfish and urchins. Obviously I'm doing something right, so I hope you guys can see that. So Mr. Mandarin, who is a male, I have done a lot of research and I've had Mandarins before, and look at how beautiful he is. So what is going on with all this snow in the tank? The snow is, oh, sorry guys, hickory cyclopods. It's basically frozen copepods that have been gut loaded with nutrition. So I said to myself, okay, so he didn't want to touch my other stuff. I mean, he's eating pods. He's always nipping on pods. And what's interesting about him is because he is new and he's from the ocean, typically, watch this. See how fast the water current's going? It's very tough for him to hunt, because one thing about mandarins is that they don't typically scoot after their food. If it's in front of them and it moves, they'll eat it. So right now I do not have the return pump on to suck up these cyclopods, which is copepods. I just have the top pump on to keep things kind of suspended. But as you can see, he's going crazy. And since I have started feeding these cyclopods, so I just, put them in some water, thaw them, and dump them in the tank, you can see that his back fins, he has been a lot more energetic because he was a little malnourished when I got him. So we're gonna call him a rescue. But he's doing awesome. His breath rate is very good. The tank's a little hazy today, guys. I had a little bit of a bacterial bloom because I've been trying to feed this tank extra for him, just to kind of get him like trained for frozen. But I did a 50% water change earlier because it's only a 13.5. So that's an easy water change to do. I put a bubbler in here, get a little extra oxygen on top of the skimmer. So anyway, yeah, we were giving this guy the best. So see his fins, see him? There's so many copepods swimming around in this current. So sometimes what I do also is I shut the current off and let things settle, and then he picks them off. But as you can tell, look at him, he's like, holy crap, this is insane. But he's very happy. So the cyclopods so far is a win. We have bloodworms, we have all kinds of other delicious things for him, and we do have live pods and worms in this tank. That's the great thing about this tank, is that it has a lot of, for a small tank, the glass, you can't see it now. The glass all the way around is just full of wreathing goodness for a mandarin. So great, great quarantine tank. And just remember, end goal. So anyway, he's doing really well. We don't have a name for him yet. He's absolutely gorgeous. He's only about 1.5 inches, so he's pretty young. And it's funny, as always, I don't script things, and it's Friday night, and I'm actually gonna probably upload this video on a Friday night. I don't usually upload videos the day that I film them. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to share this, and I'm very happy because, you know, we missed our mandarin that we lost a long time ago. So they are absolutely amazing creatures, amazing fish. And he is a little shy of me. You can see right there, see he's got a little bit indent. See how it kind of his left side of his body indents a little bit? So that's why I have spent $30 today on frozen foods and things aside from the pods, so we can get this guy kind of back and get him gut loaded and get him happier and more energetic. I also want to give a big shout out to Blue Reef. Check him out on YouTube, Blue Reef. He's out of Melbourne, Australia, and his whole channel is basically about different kinds of mandarins and culturing pods and phytoplankton and keeping mandarins specifically, aside from some other reef stuff. But amazing guy to watch, very beautiful videography. So he is my inspiration. Thanks, mate, for that. And anyway, guys, so we'll check in with this mandarin in a little while. But as you can see, all that snow, those are all pods. So as soon as I fed the first batch of pods a little while ago, this guy was like, oh my God, pods! And he just sat there and waited and just started like 1, 2, 3, just sucking them up. But one thing I've learned about mandarins is even when they're hungry, they're very patient, they're very observant. So they're always moving their eyes. He's always moving his eyes, and he's always checking his reflection, and he's not hasty. He will slowly consume his meals, even if he's hungry. So just give him time, let the dust settle, and hopefully he will do awesome. You guys have a great weekend. Thank you for watching my channel, and we'll talk to you soon.